In the 30 or so years that passed after solar technology migrated from space back to Earth, it made its way to remote areas and applications worldwide. Photovoltaics powered train crossings and brought phone service and water to remote areas on every continent. They powered household appliances in rural areas everywhere. Wherever power lines did not already go, solar systems made the most sense. Like the Holtons, Rosses, Annans, and thousands of others have done, using one's own rooftop to generate clean energy often is the way to go. Instead of creating enormous demand for electricity in the peak summer hours, consumers can now spin the dial backwards on their own meter. Solar energy, in whatever form it takes, looks better every day. The question is, how to get there?
I think the American people need a commitment to solar energy, like my old boss, Admiral Rickover, had a commitment to nuclear power. It's that market entry point. Every one of these technologies, fossil energy included, have had public policy as an entry point. Whether that's accelerated depreciation in the oil and gas industry, whether it's the nuclear indemnification for nuclear power plants. My old boss, his research and development program, and the fact that he built nuclear-powered ships brought the nuclear power industry to bear. Clearly, that whole industry was brought about because of government programs. So I can't think of any energy program that didn't get its start with some kind of a governmental imperative. Gas turbines came from jet engines, which came from defense programs. So it all, it starts out somewhere in a government context and then flows to the civilian economy.
Look, if we just left things to the normal course, here's what we'd have. We'd have coal plants, nuclear plants, and gas plants, and the existing hydropower system. That's it. That'd be our mix. And we would do that forever. Engineers, designers, system people already know how to run those. They've worked out all of the scale-up things. It's clockwork to the utility industry. They know how to do this, and they know how to do it well. The problem is that we know that we need to have cleaner choices, things that don't consume as much water, or in case of solar, any water, to make electricity. If people understood how much water is consumed by the generation of electricity, it's huge amounts. It's huge amounts. There are serious choices about energy. They all come at a cost, and they all have their various risks, but I would argue that solar has the least risk, and the only risk is it's more expensive right now, but typically when you mass produce things, they come down in costs. And once you learn how to mass produce the elements or design the houses and so forth, those costs come down, and it's a good deal.
Solar cells already run some of the most important functions of the world through their powering satellites. If they had not contributed anything else, their contribution to the world is immense. But they have so much more that they're doing. Ziegler said that if we could put all these solar cells on the rooftops of all the homes in America, we could produce more electricity than would be needed for the whole country. It doesn't have to be built into a power plant. It doesn't have to destroy some pristine area. We can use the rooftops of America as our power sources using solar cells. The sun, of course, is our nuclear power plant built 93 million miles away. That will at least last as long as we're here on Earth.